Dear students, in this video, you will learn about introduction of single phase induction motors and construction of single phase induction motors and working principle of single phase induction motor. First, we will see introduction of single phase induction motors. So, generally, these type of motors are using in lifting purposes. So, lifting purposes in shops, offices, houses, schools, and etc. So, single phase AC motors is commonly used. So, hence instead of DC motors, the motors which works on single phase AC supply are very popularly in use. So, DC motors, if you want to use for these purposes, lifting purposes in offices, schools and houses and shops, so we need to have a rectifier circuit, so which leads the costly of the system. So, we normally in houses and offices and schools and colleges, so normally we will get a single phase AC supply. So, by the supply we can use this type of motors for lifting purposes, right. So, these AC motors are called single phase induction motors. So, numerously domestic applications use single phase motors. So, we have a various applications in domestics. So, here, so in ceiling fans, in washing machines, in mixers, generally we will have single phase induction motors. The power rating of such motors are very small compared to three phase induction motors. Required power rating is very small. So, generally we will get a single phase AC supply to the houses. So, the single phase AC supply is sufficient to run these devices. Mixer if you want to run, ceiling fan if you want to run, grinder if you want to run, washing machine if you want to run. So, sufficient voltage we are getting to our houses. So, those appliances, so we are using single phase induction motor. Some of them are even fractional horsepower motors, fractional horsepower motors, so which are used in applications like small toys, small toys, small fans, hair dryers, etc. So, this chapter explains the construction and working of single phase induction motors. First, we will see the construction of single phase induction motor. It is similar to the DC motor. So, single phase induction motor is similar to the DC motor, but rotor circuit will have winding. So, rotor circuit are short circuited to each other. So, single phase motor has basically mainly two parts. So, one is rotating and other one is stationary part. So, rotating part we can call it as a rotor of the single phase induction motor, and stationary part we are calling as a stator of the single phase induction motor. Stator is laminated construction to reduce the eddy current losses. We are laminated construction, and also it is made up of stampings to reduce the hysteresis losses. So, using laminating, using stampings, we are reducing the core losses of the induction motor, right. So, these stampings are slotted on its periphery to carry the winding called stator winding or main winding. So, this is excited by single phase AC supply. So, stator will have the stator winding is connected to the single phase supply. So, using single phase supply, so with single phase supply, flux will produce. Due to the flux, torque will create. So, due to the torque, rotor will starts rotates. Okay. The laminated construction keeps iron losses are minimum. So, already we have discussed. So, laminated construction and stampings. So, we are reducing the iron loss. Iron losses we can also call core losses, right. The core is made up of iron. That's what the core losses is called iron losses. Okay. The stampings are made up of material like silicon steel, so which is minimize the hysteresis losses, right. So, here synchronous speed we can also write ns is equal to 120 f by p. So, it is measured in terms of revolutions per minute. So, now we will see the working principle of single phase induction motor. So single phase induction motor is required, single phase AC supply, it is given to the stator winding. So once stator winding gets supply, so stator winding stator winding which carries the AC current, so which produces the flux. The flux in the stator will be alternating, so alternating in nature. So this flux is called main flux. So this stator flux is called main flux. So this flux links with the rotor conductors due to the transformer action. EMF get induced in the rotor. So once rate of change of flux is happen, so EMF is induced according to the Faraday's laws of ferromatic induction principle. So according to that, so in rotor conductors, EMF will be produced. The induced EMF drives the current through the rotor as rotor circuit is closed circuit. Okay. So due to that, rotor will starts rotate. So rotor current produce another flux is called rotor flux required for the motoring action. So this rotor current produce another flux. So rotor current will produce another flux called rotor flux. So required for this motoring action. The second flux is proposed. The second flux is produced according to the induction principle. So Faraday's laws of ferromatic induction principle. The second flux will be produced. Due to induced EMF, hence the motor is called induction motor. So due to the induced EMF in the rotor circuit, so this this motor we are calling as a induction motor. So this is about introduction part, construction, working of single phase induction motor. So single phase induction motors mainly we are using for domestic appliances. So domestic appliances like washing machines, grinders, mixers, ceiling fans and table fans. These machines we are using, and also some of the purposes like lifting purposes. So lifting purposes in shops, lifting purposes in offices and houses. So we are using single phase induction motors. Okay. So and also we can also use the single phase induction motors, hair dryers and small toys, and even for small fans also we are using single phase induction motor. Okay. So this is the introduction, construction, and construction. According to construction, which consisting of mainly two parts, stator and rotor. Stator will have supply. So once the supply is connected, current will flow, magnetic flux will produce. So due to that, rotor will get induced EMF. So that's what this motor is called induction motor. So okay. So next video, so we will see about double revolving field theory concept. So double revolving field theory concept is very important. That video, that explanation we will see in next video. Thank you everyone.